What's up, guys? This is WoT the Fail-Handed, and today I have a very special treat for you all. We have two squads of Bulls Brigade members from all different divisions in this game right now, going head to head for your viewing pleasure. We each have a few DPM machines on either side. We've got the Ram 2, as well as the other squad platoon has the captured KV, which is a monstrous DPM gun. Now, moving on to the game, if you will recall from my previous videos, taking this hill at K9 is imperative to controlling the map. That's why you must always focus on taking this hill. Once you get up there, you can get your scouts in position. You can put rounds on target coming out of their left flank of the spawn. That's more or less your entire goal. Now, you do need a strong presence up here in order to hold this. Granted, anybody can take it, but holding it is two different things. Have you ever went up there before and killed somebody and you're like, oh, I'm king of the hill, and then four more guys come up? Well, that's a different story entirely. So that's why I keep sounding SOS, because we need a strong presence on this hill. Now, of course, the only reason you would come down off of this hill is if they are capping your base. If the greens let them cap your base, or if they're on the other flank, or if they take the left flank and the reds decide to run mid, then yes, you would have to leave this position. Of course, if the enemy's so far away and there's only a few of them, then yes, you would also leave this position. So it's like everything else in battle, it's extremely fluid. So I don't want you to think anything I say is completely set in stone, because things change all the time depending on the situation. And that's where having a cool head comes into play. If you have a cool head, you can make these decisions rationally. You can make an established decision, and you could say, listen, we need to go over here because this is a strong position and we have fields of fire coming in at A, B, C, what have you. So you need to be able to, more or less dictate exactly what you want, where you want everybody to be, and what's going to happen, what they need to look for. So that's my theory here anyway with this particular hill. This is a very strong hill. Moving on. Now also, guys, since we are in the realm of discussing and how to run a platoon, how to lead a platoon, you also need to know when to call out targets, when to focus fire, things like that. Large tanks like this, very tough. I had my squad focus fire on it, and that was a very smart decision, because if you leave these tanks to their own devices, they will absolutely obliterate you. Or if you have, a super Unicum, for example, and an extremely powerful tank, yes, he needs to be focus fired. Okay, well, we lost a platoon mate, getting him off the board. Well, that's perfectly fine, because the platoon mate we just lost wasn't running a 4200 win 8 overall. So you have to make judgment calls, and that's what we are doing right now. We pull down off the hill because they're pushing our cap, which is exactly what I said. Those circumstances, we would leave that hill. Now, of course, you can't really consider rushing the Kanju a breach of such protocol, because it needed to be done. If he was left alive, he would just fire at us non-stop and probably would have eventually killed a few of us. So you can't really pick and choose at those tanks unless you have a massive gun or artillery support. We had neither one of those, so it was the best call in my decision to go full force and rush him. Now, the last I looked, we had a great number of enemies encroaching on our cap, and if you look, we still have yet to find the other Bulls Brigade platoon. We are on the lookout for them. We know they're coming. We are preparing a makeshift defense at our cap. I've given everyone instructions to run APCR. We are firing nothing but gold rounds currently, with every single intention on sending the other Bulls Brigade platoon straight to the garage. Now, at this time, we're kind of outnumbered. So, you know, you see me backing up. I'm kind of moving into a more cautionary area. Granted, it is myself and another platoon member. I know death is coming. So, in this case, what you want to do is just do your best. You have moved from doing what you want to doing what you can. I do have a tank encroaching on my position. I'm trying to take pot shots at him. He's just coming at me wide open. He's not stopping. He doesn't care if I can peel off some of his HP here. I drive by him because I didn't want to risk any of my HP. And I go ahead, put a round into his rear, finishing him off. By this time, they are really creeping up on me, literally on top of me. Fired a round as he came down, ended up bouncing, and I tried to put one in the back there. Ended up giving him a track. And just, I'm trying to destroy this other Ram Panzer. We get the kill, and then we immediately die. So, we did some work while we were there. Now it's Fat T-Bone running like mad away from everybody on the rest of the board firing at him. And, you know, guys, there's only so much you can do when you're in a position like that. So, you know, like I said, it shifts from doing what you want to doing what you can. You're more concerned about survival. Guys, that's all I have for you today. Love it, don't like it. Remember to share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
3 and